Hello and welcome. My name is Ariel Pozvolsky. I'm a pre-sales engineer at Algo, and today we'll be talking about the 2507 ring detector. This is an accessory product used to detect ringing on certain compatible phones and then activate a compatible Algo endpoint such as an 8180 IP audio alerter, could be an 8186 IP horn, or a visual alerter instead such as an 8128 model. I have the contents of the 2507 out on the table, and we'll just quickly go through it and talk about the physical setup. So obviously we have the box. It comes with this little screwdriver, a mounting screw right here, and more important, we also have the installation guide, of course, and more importantly, we have the 2507 here. This is the device itself. You have a little sensitivity adjustment knob. We'll get to it in a second. On one side, little phone port, RJ11, and then on the other side, just a terminal block. We also get two cables with it. One cable, standard telephone, analog telephone connector on both ends. This will go one side on the 2507, just clips in like this. The other end will go onto the headset port on the back of the phone, such as this phone here. I'm not going to connect it right now, but this would just go onto the headset port. The other cable we get is just a little longer, and we have the exposed leads. They look exactly the same on both sides. So one side will connect to the terminals here on the 2507. As you can see, you have these little holes here. With the screwdriver, we'll just untie it, put them in, and tied it back down so the cables are nice and secure inside, right? The other end is exactly the same thing, and that's going to go into the relay input terminal on your target Algo endpoint. Again, could be an 8180, an 8186, and 8128. As far as physical setup, that's it. It's really that simple. Use the supplied cables. There are maximum lengths they can go, and that's part of the reason why these are included. As far as the setup goes, we'll hop onto the web interface here, and today I'm using an 8138 IP color visual alerter. Again, it's for the sake of the example, we could very well use a different model, an 8186 IP horn, for instance. The setup would look virtually the same. Once we're logged in, I'm on the status page right now. We'll navigate over to the additional features tab. And under additional features, input output, that's the first tab we are at. And we want to adjust our relay input mode to 2507 mode, right? So it is very simple and straightforward. You have your relay input mode. You want to pick Algo 2507 ring detector. Once you select this, a few options will be displayed underneath. Specifically, because we're dealing with a visual alerter, we are not picking the volume or a ringtone. We're instead picking a flash pattern. So there's options that are available here. Other options can be configured slightly differently, but I'll just say I want a steady amber, for instance. Flash pattern, I'm going to pick the duration of the event. I'll leave it to 10 seconds. These can be adjusted as required. And once I'm done, I'm going to hit save in the bottom right. As far as the configuration on the device, that's it. Very simple. Physical setup as well, that's pretty much it. The last aspect to this would be configuring the phone itself. In order for the phone to be compatible with the 2507, it must be able to provide ring audio through the headset port. So phones that have that capability are generally going to be compatible. For any questions on compatibility of phones, obviously contact our support team. But if it is a compatible phone, such as this one that I have here, you'd go onto the web interface on this phone. Once you access it, there's going to be a setting for ring output. And normally it's going to be set up to use a speaker on it. Instead, we want to pick the headset port. Save it, you are done. So physical setup, Algo device setup, phone setup, you're good to go. That wraps up the configuration the ring configuration with the Algo 2507. For any questions, feel free to contact our support team.